Hi guys, it's me again. I want to talk about what I saw Tuesday in your decimal work. Some of you are making a common mistake and I want to clarify so that you'll know what to do going forward. First of all, I'm not a psychic, but I would guess that most of you are not using your place value chart. I don't know what you guys have against place value charts. They're super helpful. And you may feel like you don't need one, but I would make one just in case, because you're making simple mistakes that I think you wouldn't be making if you were using your place value chart. So for instance, one of the questions for the last quiz was comparing, oh no, it wasn't decimal. It was comparing 3/10 and 6/100. And many of you said that 6/100 was bigger than 3/10. Now, that's a common mistake. That's not unusual. A lot of people think that because you're looking at the numerators. 6 is bigger than 3, so you assume that 6/100 is bigger than 3/10. But that's not the case. If you used a place value chart, you could figure that out. So 3/10, because tenths are here, I would put a 3 in the tenths place. 6/100 would mean there was a 6 in the hundredths place. So if this was money, this value would be essentially 30 cents, and this value would be 6 cents, which is not the same. So in reality, 3/10 is bigger than 6/100. So it's really helpful to use your place value chart so you don't make those mistakes. So the lesson today is similar. We're still working with tenths and hundredths. The main difference is that we're going to be using decimals and fractions. So let's say, use a different marker. My marker's not working. Let's say you have a situation like this where you have 4/10 and you're comparing that to 0.38. Now, some of you would look at this and say, well, this says 4, this says 38, so this one's got to be bigger. But that's not necessarily the case. That's why using a place value chart is super helpful. So I'm going to put both on my place value chart, make them both into decimals so I can compare them. That's another thing. When you compare, it doesn't matter if it's fractions or decimals. Whatever you compare, it's helpful if you're comparing like items. So we're going to make both of these into decimals so we can compare a little bit easier. 4/10 on my place value chart would look like that. It would be 0.4. You can add a 0 here. You don't have to, but 0.4 or 4/10. That's how you would say that. This value is 38/100. So there would be a 3 in the tenths place and 8 in the hundredths place. And then the decimal point would go there. So this is 38/100. So if you were talking about money, look at the values here. This is 4 dimes. This is 3 dimes and 8 pennies. So this is 38 cents, and this would be 40 cents. So you don't have to put that 0 there. You can if you want to. Ooh, I'm smudging it. But either way, this value is more. So in this case, 4/10 is more than 38/100. Okay? Or if you wanted to make both fractions into, both values into fractions, you could do that. You could make 4/10 into 40/100 and then make 38/100 into a fraction, which looks like that. Then you can compare them because you've got 40/100. You've got 2 fractions with the same denominator, so they can be compared. So 40/100 and 38/100. 40/100 is going to be more. So you can compare this way also. I recommend getting used to the place value chart because it's going to be really helpful for 5th grade. But anyway, that's that. So I put up a quiz for today. Good luck. Please watch the video. Please watch it more than once if you didn't get it the first time. And have a great day.